Hi class, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. This is Music 1302 for lesson number 18 on Thursday, April the 2nd. Hope this finds you doing well. And we're all adapting to this new situation, making the best of it. So I hope you're hanging in there. None of us like it any more than you do. So hang in there with us. So today we're going to start with our warm-up. We're going to do our chromatic scales. Remember, that's from each note to the next note on the keyboard, white note, black note. So we'll talk about, as we go up this chromatic scale, being in sharps, which raises a note a half step, and coming down in flats. Now I have to tell you, there's something really important, as of last time, at the end of this class time on the video. So make sure that you're listening to it all the way through. Follow the instructions at the end. Now let's go to those chromatic scales. Okay, we're going to start with the right hand chromatic scale going up and down. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, E flat, D flat, C. Now the same in the left hand. Remember that third finger in the chromatic scale stays on the black note. C, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, B, A flat, A flat, G flat, F, E flat, D flat, C. Now we'll do both together. C, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, B flat, A flat, G flat, F, E flat, D flat, C. Now go back and practice those on your own right now. Now, we're going to go to page 109, Romance, and look briefly at this one because it has some B flats in it. And as you see in measure number 3, as we talked about earlier, whenever you have an accidental in a measure, then it stays that accidental for the whole measure until we play the next song, and you'll see the difference why. So this piece is page 109, Romance from A Little Night Music by our friend Mozart, Eine kleine Nachtmusik. We did that earlier. I'm just going to play it, and I encourage you to play it left hand, right hand, and then together with me. Romance, A Little Night Music, page 109. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice we had eighth notes at the end, and I used that retard in measure 15 to slow down. Now turn off the video and practice it on your own. Good. I hope you got that under control. Now turn the page to page 110, and we learn about something new called a natural. A natural cancels out a flat or a sharp, and it's always the white key. So sometimes if you might have a flat in one beat of of a measure and you want a natural in the next beat, then you have to put the natural sign in there. Now, I'm going to switch just a minute to the keyboard view, and I'm going to tell you about several of these in this piece, and then I'm going to take a moment and go back, and I'm going to play the whole thing for you. This is kind of a tricky piece. It's going to take us a couple days in class to work on it, but get started by playing the left hand, and then the right hand, and then putting it together. We'll have plenty of time over the next week to get this one under our fingertips, and once we do, you'll really like it. So look first in measures 10, 11, 12. In measure 10, you have third finger E. Measure 11, you have second finger E flat. Then you have to reach, that's why that is circled, to C, and then pop your third finger back on E flat, put each finger back on a note. Lots of substitutions there. The natural comes over in measure 20, where you have A, B flat, and B. And then look, as we get over into measures 24, we have to think about those eighth notes that are coming along. Lots of different pieces to this puzzle, but I'm going to start from the beginning. It's in 3/4 time. I'm going to play it all the way through, very slow, a little slower than Andante. Practice one hand and then the other hand until you have them both comfortably. Here we go. Sleeping Beauty Waltz, page 110. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's our last exercise of today. Something different with a little twist. I want you to go back to page 105, Halftime Band. I'm going to play this for you. I'm going to play it correct one time, and then the second time I play it, I'm going to make 4 obvious mistakes. After we finish, what I want you to do is when you return your email to me, and there'll be a key word, I'll tell you in just a moment. I want you to return your email to me. I want you to tell me what measure were the mistakes. And if you can tell me what they were, then identify them. There'll be 4 mistakes. So I'll play it once correct, and then once with the mistakes. Here's the correct version. Now, I'm going to start again. There are 4 mistakes. Make note of which measure they're in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so find the 4 mistakes, what measure they were in. Send me the names of those 4 measures. If you can tell me what I did wrong, that's even better. And when you return my email, or send the email in the subject line. Put for today, flats. Keep practicing. Be back in touch next week.